Um, some lawyer, I guess he's a lawyer. I don't know. It's social media, okay? When somebody be like, I'm a lawyer, okay, so a so-called lawyer on social media hit me up and asked me or proposed to me the question of 6ix9ine should be a little leery about what's going on as far as the things that have been developing with 6ix9ine's case, or at least on the surface. And I'm like, wow, what's the problem? You know, like, what would be the situation where he need to be worried? They were just saying, oh no, we're just saying that maybe there's a situation that he should be alert. I know it's a ridiculous question if you ask me. But he's saying that there's a chance that he should be worried if the government does use any of his footage that he has exclusively belonging to DJ Akademiks in the case. And to me, I'm like this about it. Wow. Because to me, this was not an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was not something that, you know, required this much of attention. So when you see somebody bring it up, or it's on the level of, like, you see that? It's like, huh? This right here is what everybody worried about? Jeez. You know, it's really like a sad situation, because once you see it, it's like really nothing, a whole bunch of nothing. Like, the evidence that they're holding him on is very light, as far as it's speculatory. There's no real evidence to prove anything. I don't think Act ever claimed that that was his best friend, but I think they would probably want to interview him if they needed to, because he claimed to be a friend and claimed to be that. I think on social media he was just projecting that he was the best friend. Like, that's my best friend. You know, that probably was something they were portraying. But as far as what the lawyer guy was saying as a way they can get him if they're using his actual footage, I don't know if Act has any actual footage that belongs to Act, period. It probably was given to him and he distributed it on his page, or he retweeted it from somewhere that when it was aired. I would hope he was smarter than that. Oh, thank you, Miss Barita Cooper, I think that is. Lou Cooper. Well, the situations, the lines always change. You know, when it's always something that people want to get done or they want to believe and be a part of, the rules always change, don't they? They bend the rules for who they want to. In a case like this, 6ix9ine is not going to be released. They want to probably hold him until there's a trial, or until they could try to get his name removed from the situation. But what he did get was time served from the child sex tape thing. He got time served for that. Okay, when they found the AK at his home, did they find it on him? He was out of town. Anybody could have brought that in his home. You see? Speculatory. Didn't you watch Training Day? It ain't about what you know. It's about what you can prove. Do I worry about 6ix9ine? Absolutely. Not. I mean, his life is his life. But I was asking you guys, because the guy claimed to be a lawyer when they sent the... Whenever people send me stuff, you know, you got to take it with a grain of salt that there's a 10% out of 10% chance that person was lying. They're pretending to be a lawyer to get some attention. But they're saying that there's some legal mumbo jumbo that could link Akademiks to something if he had some footage and if they actually use it from him. I'm like, if Akademiks have a criminal act and he has footage to it and it's released on his social media, then yes, they would have a situation. But I think they would have figured that out by now. Just my own estimation to what's going on, my own thoughts. I thought by now the FBI has people that look into stuff like this. So before they came and grabbed the kid, I'm quite sure they already have everything that they wanted to have. And if they needed to grab Akademiks, they would have grabbed him by now. Now, according to Akademiks, he's saying no one has come to him. No one has approached him. No one has come up to him and said, hey, aren't you Akademiks? Nobody said anything. So nobody's bothering that, according to Akademiks. Yeah, but see, I'm feeling right now like the feds don't come grab you unless they got everything that they need. You understand what I'm saying? That's how the feds work. The feds just don't show up and go, okay, now we got to start gathering evidence. That doesn't make any sense. So if the feds are going to come grab you, they would rather come grab you when job and the Wi-Fi went down. It's just that, no, somebody's trying to spam the account right quick. You know, it's just what they do. But I just passed my ex job, so she probably just hit something and threw off the entire doggone live chat. I wouldn't put it past her. She's that bad. He was like, man, why didn't you see she was evil when you ran into her? I'm like, she had a nice body, a very nice body, and I wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be a part of it in every way. Well, Skip is correct. I'm correct. Especially on that subject, because it's the truth. You know, some people don't like the truth, but it is what it is. Like, people love to say, Sino, you said Akademiks was guilty. No, I did not. Never said he was guilty of anything. I always say I hope it wasn't true. I hope the kid don't go to jail. But if he goes to jail, it would be because of his own doing. You know, you can't keep playing with danger and expecting nothing to come of it and thinking it's fun and I'm just having fun. You playing with people's lives. You know, people that's out here in the world really doing things. You know, you're playing a dangerous game. As far as Uber, what does it look like I'm doing Uber? What would make you think that? Because I'm outside? How? Yeah, I didn't get to watch Undisputed yet, which is a shock. I got it recorded. You know, I DVR Undisputed. I don't miss nothing. So, yes, it's definitely going down. No, the problem is they're putting my tires on my car. I got to get the 2 tires put on the car. So, once we get that situated, then, you know, that's that. No, I said if the feds had something on Akademiks, like if they had a video, the guy was asking the question, you know, about Akademiks and, you know, that situation there. He was saying, like, if they found this on the film, I'm a lawyer, and I know if they got film and he's got exclusive footage of a certain dissident under penal code, this, and this, Akademiks could be taken into custody or to cooperate. They're waiting because right now they just said no, you know, they're getting their evidence together. They haven't even gotten that far yet. So if they need to go out and get more evidence, remember, they could bring in DJ Akademiks. I'm like, dude, first off, if you're a lawyer, I just don't think at this point they would have brought him in. That's just the way I look at it. I'm like, at this point, why wait this long? Yes, it has a spare. That's what I'm driving now. I'm driving on a spare. But I need to be cussing out Mercedes right now. I should call information and, you know, I could just hit a button and it just start calling them. And I could talk to Mercedes personally and cuss them out. I couldn't change that myself. What you mean? I pay money to not do these things. Dude, I used to put my brake pads on my car and put new rotors on my car. I'm not doing that on a Mercedes. When you got a luxury vehicle, you got a luxury vehicle. Enjoy the luxury. The luxury is I ain't touching it. I'm not touching anything. In this car, if anything goes off, if somebody steals it, I don't even need my alarm. They call me right away and tell me my car, the alarm went off, this has been improperly touched. What do you want us to do? Shut the car down? Shut the car down. My door is unlocked. I lock my keys in the car. Unlock my car, please. I don't have to do anything. No, Cino's got a been there, done that mentality. I've changed tires in the snow for cars that didn't even have nothing to do with me. And got no thanks for it too, by the way. Don't you want to hear about the special sandwiches that Offset eat? No, thank you. Not a mechanic. It's just that when you grew up with your grandfather saying you're gonna do this, that's what you did. You always changed your tire. When I was driving Chevys and stuff, yeah, that's what you did. You get out, you change your tire, take the tire off. Other than that, I wasn't changing tires. The older I get, the less you want to do that. Now, going back to the scenario, Akademiks, what type of person is he? That's what many would ask. What kind of person is he? Can he be trusted? And will he sell out Tekashi 6ix9ine to save his own self? It depends. He would have to be in a situation in which he needs to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be in a situation where his butt is on the line. He hasn't done anything. From what we know, Ak hasn't done anything. And as far as what my thoughts and opinions are, of course, I wouldn't ever dream or fathom of him being involved. The guy that was hiding behind the tree with the camera, when he was hiding behind the tree recording something on the camera, that's the Akademiks I would imagine that would be. The guy that's hiding behind the tree taking the footage, that would be Akademiks. To show you how close of friends they were. That is about how close of friends they were. He's the guys in the bushes. How do you get hoes? Well, if a hoe is what you're looking for, they're very easy to get. Nope. You got a roadside assistance business, hopefully they're good at what they do. It's a lot of people that don't want to change their car. So what do you say to an older lady who's driving who can't change a tire? Clowns like this? Okay. Then I'm gonna employ, we all change our tires, then you'll be out of business, then what? You be wishing clowns like this. I ain't taking it personally. That's just an insult on him as a business owner. You're calling your clients, your possible clients, clowns. That's not a good way to get work. And you have no business anyway, dude. You have no roadside assistance business. I see you all the time, though. Because if you did, you wouldn't have time to be on here as much as you are. Nice try, though. Should academics be worried about the 6ix9ine case? And I don't think he should. Really. I mean, the fact that his name is attached to it is bad. Because he helped create this atmosphere in which all of this is happening. Because his name was attached to all the nonsense that was coming out. You know, that's Akademiks, and he's promoting this. There's Akademiks, he's promoting that. There's Akademiks, he's promoting this. There's Akademiks, he's promoting that. Akademiks got the exclusive. Akademiks did this. So when you see that, and then you're attaching your name to all the trolling and all the success, when the trolling goes wrong, and this is when I was saying to Act back when he was doing the Chicago thing. He on O Block, and I'm like, hey, dude. When he keep talking about O Block, you know. Wait, are you going here? So when he was promoting O Block and all those things that was supposed to be wonderful, and they were having all that fun, I told him that that was a very dangerous thing he was doing. I was like, something happened to that kid in Chicago, Akademiks. What do you think that was going to happen involving you?
How you doing, man?
What's up?
All right, let me get a little info from you. What's your first name?
Apologize for that. We had to take care of some business. But let's get to the gist of things, shall we? Now, when the O Block situation happened, and everybody was screaming about O Block, that's the first time seeing it. Yeah. So no, he wasn't talking about me on that subject, because I don't do that. Now, really running his Instagram, I think he is. So it presents a problem at times. As I've just been dumbfoundedly dropped off for some reason. The narratives always will change when something is done out of, let's say, people who weren't thinking correctly. Oh yeah, Cardio Clark. You can click the link in the description box if you like. And that way you could leave an email, phone number, whatever's involved. But the whole O Block situation, I contacted him. I said, "Do you think this is a very good idea? Because if the kid gets hurt over there, what is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for you? Do you want hits that bad that you were willing to promote that? Do you understand that even if you wasn't the original guy that put out the footage, let's say some bad footage was out there. Take it as if a bad quote or a bad story was written. All parties who was reporting it would be called into question. Like if somebody had the platform or website and let's say the incident with that guy who posted that thing on the internet that caused his page to be taken down, let's say him particularly, that guy decided it would be in his best interest to go about things in that manner and post something like he did and get his page taken down and all that stuff, and they found out that everybody else copied the same video, was putting it out, or had different views of it, what do you think is going to happen to them too? They're going to take it all down. Well, we've all seen situations where things go left, have we? So when things don't go a certain way, we all turn our heads and discuss situations. So am I saying academics is responsible for all of this? No. The kid brought a lot of it on himself, but he used this guy's platform to increase his his reach of his nonsense. So for that, he is creating an atmosphere for all of these things to happen because you have increased and you took credit for his fame and increasing his name. So if you're going to take credit, academics, for his fame and expanding everything, you grew the atmosphere, you grew the eyes and attention on him. So all the nonsense that happens with him, you're held partially responsible for creating the atmosphere in which all of this happens. So when I say you help create the atmosphere, that is exactly what you did. So you can't take credit for all the good and then all the bad that comes along. You try to be like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. What another man does is what he does. No, 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 no. It don't work that way. Either you take it all or you don't take any of it.
Is she not here for the day, or she is just not in her office? Question mark. I can send her a message to call you into her office.
There are tons of situations like that that you can bring forth to the table. Tons of it. Well, you see, these guys, they belong to an MTN. So when you belong to an MTN, those guys, they're responsible for getting you all of the accolades that you see. In other words, they're responsible for getting you traffic. They're responsible for everything. So the people that are paying for traffic are actually them. They're paying to be in the top searching fields. They pay for that promotion. Their network is broadband. Broadband is who they're signed to as an MTN. That's who pushed them. So now that they're signed through broadband, MTN is a company, third party that's outside of Google that you assign yourself to that help promote your channel, and they get a percentage, and they say they don't take as much as Google as far as the situation. So when you sign yourself to an MTN, you basically are paying them in hopes that they can help create opportunities for you. So it's like a marketing firm, internet marketing for your channel, especially for YouTube. And if you're doing a certain amount of traffic or hits, they help take you to the next level. So there are different firms. One of the biggest ones is Broadband. They work with a lot of the channels that you see. So when you see these channels and videos come out getting these hits, and they go through the roof, most of it is because they're signed to a MTN or somebody's managing their accounts. Me, I did it without any network. So when they came and spammed my account, and the reason why, it's not like I don't do hits. My hits are legit. But the only reason that mine is not on a certain platform anymore as how much as they used to be is because I was spammed and I was pushed down, and I didn't have anybody protecting my account. So they're blocking me. Full screen is a that's mostly with Fox. Okay, that's a Fox situation. They're signed with Full Screen, I believe, and Full Screen and us need to have a conversation, because I'm getting ready to have a conversation with them right now. Of course, when you have this many enemies, but most of my enemies come from people who are managing other people's accounts. They start sabotaging your account. So it's not that I don't do the hits, it's the fact that they're blocking me from doing the hits that I'm supposed to get. Do you think I'm gonna do 2,000 views? I'll do that in a minute. If they stop with the restrictions. Whenever they stop or they fall asleep and they actually let the page go and do what it's supposed to do, people respond. I've been sabotaged for about at least a year. Remember, I'm the person that turned down Broadband. Broadband came to me. I didn't come to them. So all these guys who talking about views, they haven't even touched the views of the videos I've done. Now, you want to talk about that guy who was stealing from me? You want to talk about views, and you want to talk about how he's doing all this traffic now, and I'm not doing this. He's doing 30,000 a video. No, I don't care about what somebody does with their traffic. But if he's so big of a platform, right? Okay. He's that big, and he's not signed to an MTM. He's doing really good. How many Twitter followers he got? How many Instagram followers do he have? He should be blowing up on the gram, right? He's doing all that traffic, right? So his Instagram should be blowing up off the chart. right? That's what it means, right? That means your Instagram and your Facebook should be blowing up if you did it all organically, right? That's all I'm saying. I don't care about that stuff, but no. I give people knowledge. I don't give them quotes. Virgil Hunter was giving out inspirational quotes, and could none of his fighters win except for Andre Ward.
Well, he would have probably got into the towing office.
Because you got to actually be able to teach them something to survive and make it. I've seen Virgil Hunter give some of the best speeches to Andre Berto in the corner. And at the end, Andre Berto was the loser. AG, you're going down. You're going down in fantasy football. I'm very enthused in taking you down. Tonight, when your running back gets you 2 points, and you wondering where it's all going wrong? So you're running back off suspension? He's going to come in there and beat me in fantasy football? I don't think so. My quarterback's playing Cincinnati, and he's been the hottest quarterback in the NFL. Phillip Rivers is going to put up like 100. Okay, I hope you're ready. We the hottest team in the whole fantasy football league. I got the hottest running back in the game. I got Lindsey from Denver, who was a steal. Picked him up. He been banging it out, getting me touchdowns. Got Denver in contention. You lost this one, brother. There's no way you finna win this. I got Cincinnati's only hope. Their only hope is Boyd. So it's gonna be a shootout. Boyd gonna get all the touchdowns, all the yards. It's going down, man. It's going down. I feel bad for the guy who had Kareem Hunt, because Chris B beat him. Yeah, he played. He had Kareem. He gave up. He just had Kareem Hunt in there like I give up. He ain't even replace him. So what you doing tonight? You in Lake Geneva? Commandos 2.11. Oh yeah, if you want a super chat, click the link in the description box. I have my own super chat. Let's do B-dubs tonight. Let me see. I might have some things going on tonight. I don't know. I'll let you know though. I'm gonna hit you up and text you. Oh, okay. What's up, Q Hectic? All right, I'm gonna check it out when I get to the crib, because right now I'm mobile and live. I might go to this place. They have bingo there too. Oh yeah, it's always gonna be bad luck when you show up. Shoot, you know what? Bingo for money, absolutely. That's 1,200. That's $1,200 and $1,500. I'm gonna grab a seat and start playing some bingo. Y'all better play some bingo. They got a bingo game where they call off the numbers, and if you fill up the whole bingo board in a certain amount of numbers that they give you, you get like $2,000 or $1,500. But you gotta fill up the entire page. I'm like, man, I need to sit down. I walked in there one time and said, I need to sit down with these old folks. The old folks got it figured out. Give me that board. Give me them chips. Let's go. B19. I-19. B8. B8. I'll be there for that bag. You know what's crazy? I'm finna reach out to Nipsey today, Nipsey Hussle. So that's cool. I gotta make sure I remember to do that when I get to the crib. Complex put out a list for the best albums in 2018. I'm like, how y'all gonna do that list and Offset didn't even drop yet? How y'all gonna make that list already? I mean, what could he be? What is Dwight Howard supposed to say? He just had butt surgery. He just had somebody come out and talk and say and accuse him of all these things. I mean, what is he gonna say? What are you gonna do? They're gonna tell him everything. He'll be, I don't remember none of that. Oh no, Buck came out to defend it. Remember he had the panic attack in the car on Instagram Live? Or whatever that was. Don't y'all believe it? I'm driving right now. I'm trying to find out where everybody is. This is a mistake. I was like, oh God. This is bad. I mean, they got this show called Catfish, and that show was crazy. Cause I'm be like, oh man, it's a dude. He finna walk away. He come out and he talking to the dude. I'm like, he really finna be with the dude. It's crazy. So the Dwight Howard situation, there's a lot of people out there. It's nuts. Hollywood Life say DJ is the hip hop instigator. I just don't think he's not a part of hip hop. Like me, I've been around it. You know, I was basically a part of all of it. I wasn't just a fan of the culture. We was actually there. We was at shows, guys setting up, going to do their thing. Dirge, the 87th crew with Common, No ID with Illinois, and Dedicated to the Streets, D to the S. We've been to all the local shows. We seen all the local acts back in the 90s. Twister, Do or Die was coming up, Crucial Conflict, when all these bands was playing before they blew up. It was at Congress Theater watching all this stuff take place. Now that was back when you took pictures. There's pictures that I didn't take that, believe me, you'll be like, oh my God, why didn't you take that picture? Because it wasn't the time. It wasn't. If you took the picture, you've been put in a certain class or a certain group. You know, you've been looked at as the groupie guy. And plus, this wasn't camera phone time. This was the disposable Walmart cameras that you dump it in to get processed. I lost a roll of film that got so much stuff on it. No, academics needs to be a little bit more responsible. Oh, you loved the Mace interview? And that was cool because Mace did that. Mace reached out to me. Mace was like, yo, anybody see Carcino, go grab him. Mace reached out to me because I was the only one keeping it real while everybody else was faking. He was like, man, you know what? That's why he went to Angie and did her show. And he came here. He can't go to Hot 97. They ain't gonna keep it real. You know you can't go on the Breakfast Club. You know they ain't gonna keep it real. They all got agendas. You know, Hot 97 because of Flex agenda with Cam. But you saw what he did when he dropped the Oracle. He reminded them, like, who he is. Oh yeah, well we already know Steph will never be one of them. No. There's things I know, sir. Things that I know. Well, Serena and Common, they used to date, and they came up here and had a conversation about what was the conversation? They had a sit down and talk to the actual public, mostly the people of the city, the youth, and actually explain the difference of what black celebrities go through compared to just regular celebrities. And they feel like that's a problem in America. It's like two classes all the time. It's always movies, then black movies, or athletes, then black athletes. It's like, why is it like that? Why we all athletes? We all make movies. Why do they have to be classified in that terminology? So, well, the internet was meant to be a way to connect people to information faster. And that was quickly turned into a way to spread hate throughout the world quicker. Yes, Marvin Room was definitely a shot at Common, and it was a shot at Serena. That's fact. Seven came out of his pores when he made that song. Drake knew what? Dude, Serena is attractive because she's attractive. All natural woman like that. Am I really feeling that situation right now? No. Somebody came in his act saying he's not worried. That's cute. I'm just glad they did what they were supposed to do in that situation. Because a lot of times, a lot of people don't do what they're supposed to do. And then you end up in a very tricky environment. No. When the trial starts? He said, I missed half the stream trying to sign up for the super chat. That's funny. All it is a couple of clicks. That's why I'm like, how did you do all that? If you got, you can sign in with your YouTube. That's one click of a button. Yeah, a lot of people feel different ways when it comes to these situations. So.
If my eyes are burning and I'm just like, I can't wait to leave.
Kind of get used to it.
Wow. I just, yeah.
When you've been doing it for 10 plus years, you don't smell it anymore.
So bad for you.
And usually we don't have it much. I don't know why it would smell up unless somebody was running their car behind here.
No, it was when they opened that door.
Oh, yeah.
My eyes are burning, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to leave. I was gonna just go outside. So
Yeah, sometimes people like to leave their cars running inside, and I don't know why.
Wait a minute. Let me see what's going on here with me. Let me go get me some. Whoa. Shorty. I think AG was on and he went off. Yeah, I'm leaving my car, man. I don't need it no more. I need snacks. Snacks and food. Oh. Oh, you piggy. you kitty. You kitty. You kitty. You kitty. I wanna. I gotta get some. And some. I need a. And some. So y'all tell me, do you think Act should be worried about the case? I'm gonna ask y'all that. Let's get back to subject. Because there's a lot of people that probably just popped in. So let me get y'all opinion. Do you feel as if he should be worried about something? He should be worried about mice? Academics should be worried about mice. Is that what you're saying? I don't know why you're saying that. I don't know why he did. He knows the most. Academics would be so afraid of his brand being put in a situation that like he couldn't be looked at as a snitch. He would rather go to do time than to have that happen. Act be like, is that like snitching? That would destroy my page and my brand. I gotta do this time. He would do time before that happened. If Ack had the choice of do time or protect his page, Ack would be doing time. Believe me, Ack ain't let nothing happen to that platform. My platform! Maybe Ack, you gonna have to do this time or the platform is over. Ack don't do that time, buddy. Ack don't do that time. Yeah, well, you know, it's crazy right now. You know, the whole world is put in a spinner and what they call a twister. So when that's in place, you know, a whole lot of different things start to transpire. It's gonna be sitting on bricks. So he just told me that an oil change is a shorter job to do than putting on 2 tires on a car. To me, I done been to Jiffy Lube and went in and got out quicker than that. Okay. Uh-oh. Chips are us. Now, I should have got something to drink. That's what I forgot to do. Well, too late now. Can you check to see if I won the lottery? Oh, that machine's over there, right? Okay.
You need receipt?
No, I don't need that.
Okay.
Now, let me get over here and check and see what's going down. The guy said I got there at 1:30. I got there at 1. No, I got there at 1 o'clock. What in the world he mean 1:30? Sorry, not a winner. That is not good. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Waiting. Oh, why would you tease me like that? So today is that lucky day lottery, right? Okay, that's 200 million? Or that 200,000? 200,000? Oh, okay. So Saturday is the 200 million. Okay, I see that. I could use 200 million. Thank you. Then you see Carcino start getting the hits then. You like, man, Carcino videos are everywhere. Don't you? Hey. Probably.